here is part 2 of the Hell Beneath campaign by the Devil Lucifer himself. Devoth traps you in hell, and you must stop Devoth for good. Oh, that's cool. Looks cool the way you land in here. Bring him to me. Hello, Slayer. You're not so fearsome now that you don't have your weapons. Ha ha ha. Now we will torture you until you are worthless to humanity. Shut up, Summer. Oh. We got Super Berserk to start things off here. Who needs weapons when you have fists? Oh, now we got Mancubus spawns. You're not supposed to have that. Are you trying to drink pop? Oh, Barons, look out. Oh, there's another one over there. We surrender! We imagine you are here to defeat Davos, the Dark Lord. When Davos calls us, we will act like you died. Then you will attack him. Alright. By the way, that Davos you killed earlier was an illusion! Sorry about that. Your arsenal will return to you when you walk through the portal. Alright, let's go through the portal. I'm at my full power. This is what you get for messing with me in hell. Alright. So they're all pretending I'm dead. Time until Davos minions. Okay. That didn't do anything. I think there's something wrong with this here. Huh. Well, this is super easy. There's nothing fighting me. What else is there to do here? Kill Devoth. Add a joke. Alright. Slayer, I kid you not, he turns himself into a pickle. Funny shit I've ever seen. What do you mean it was funny? Huh? Alright. That's kind of weird. I want to turn myself into a pickle. This is really strange. I think these guys are supposed to be on a timer to attack me, but it's broken. We're not set up quite right. Alright, this thing has, I assume, a limit to its health. This would be maybe hard to take out. If there was stuff biting me. If it's got this much health. Is it gonna go through an entire 2,000 canister of plasma ammo? Holy crap. Killed it. Maybe I should go into editor and look at this. Oh yeah, I got my speed. You killed Davos and stopped Hell's Earth invasion. After you sided with the demons of hell, one unsighted demon remains. The Cyber Maker. What's going on here? What's this? It's strange. I don't remember seeing this guy. I remember the explosions going off, but the bear not actually appearing here. Huh. So... on message finish show, but also I'm going to assume the message finished, map finished. Okay, so where's this message? Message. Show message. Okay. So on arrived, show this message. You killed, okay. On message finish, show out with demons. And on message finished, show this message. Cyber Maker. Okay, and then on that message finish, show Baron of Hell. Okay, why am I not seeing them? Show and circle. Default. Team 1. Okay, so he should be showing up there. So, on message finished. Oh, for one thing, there's some broken logic here, so let's get rid of that. It's going to nowhere. There's 2. Show Baron of Hells on message finished. Show... wait, okay, I'm so confused. You show this message, and then on message finish, show that guy. So why is there so many multiple on message finish? You don't need this one here if you've already got that one. You don't need this. Because that's exactly what this one's doing. And then what's this? On message finished. Start timer.
Over and over again?
Alright, so on timer finished, enable. Okay, that goes to nothing. That's not needed. What? Timer finished, play. Oh my god, this is such an interesting line of logic. Okay, so when you have a timer, or you know, you want something to finish at a certain time, you only have to have one on timer finish that goes to everything. So you don't have to have on timer finish do that, on timer finish, because then it's just like really confusing. So you can go on timer finish, play music, and play that sound at the same time, but you might not end up hearing that sound. Okay, so you can go where it's on timer finish, show to be continued. Yeah, you can go get rid of this and go on timer finish. show. So you put your timer up here. So you have your start timer. So you don't need two things to start the timer. So on message finish, start timer. So why is this, what's starting the timer over here? Oh, on timer finished, enable camera. Okay, I see. So on timer finished, enable camera. Alright. So this makes things a little bit neater. Okay, so when this message is finished, you start the timer, and the timer is what, 2 seconds? Then on the timer finish, you play that, you play that, you show that text, and you enable the camera. So on sound finished, nothing. On sound finished, start timer. Okay, I guess that's fine. Yeah, it's kind of weird to have a trigger playing off of the sound finishing. That could get buggy in some cases, but I think it seemed to be fine here. So again, why is this Baron not showing? So on message finished, show Baron. Okay, so we can get rid of that one. So on message finished, show that. And then on message finished, oops. Start timer. There's so much dead logic that you should get rid of. If you should go around and check all your logic, and if stuff isn't hooked up to anything anymore, just boop, delete it. So okay, so unused start timer. On timer finished, enable hazard. So why are we using timers here anyways? So you want there to be a 3-second delay? Well, unused start timer on timer finish, enable hazard. Okay, I'll show you a little trick. You don't need timers for all this stuff. So where you have it saying on timer finished, enable hazard, and you want there to be a 3-second delay, all you actually need to do is on used, okay, on used, enable hazard. But you don't want it to be used right away because you won't see it because you're still teleporting, right? So what you do is, this is what the input delay here is for, so you don't need to use timers for everything. So we'll get rid of this thing right here. There. So now we have on used, enable hazard. Alright. And so what's another one? So on timer finished, enable hazard. Right, so this one. So we're enabling all of these, right? All of these are being enabled. So in fact, we're just going to get rid of that, that. Just going to get rid of the timer altogether. Oops. So also on timer finish, you want to start another timer. And this on timer finish, teleport to there. Okay. So you can get rid of this and go on timer finished, disable camera. So enable camera. So you don't need all these on used, unused, unused. You just need one. So unused, play music. Alright, so we can get rid of this one. But actually I'll bring this so I can see where the logic's going. Alright, so what you want to do is get rid of this and go so you want to enable that camera too. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to go on used, enable camera, play music, and then and if you want all these things to trigger at slightly different times, all you have to do is put a delay on them here. So if you want the music to start like 2 seconds after they hit the timer, then all you have to do is go here and then put a 2-second delay in the input there. So if on used, you want the camera to be used right away. So on used, enable camera. Okay. And then you have a timer set to disable the camera. after 2 seconds after you arrive. So you don't need this timer either. Whoops. So I don't even understand how that logic is going on. Timer finished. What timer? Okay. So for this camera, you don't need to have a timer. You just need to go on used. Disable camera. So you have unused enable camera and then disable camera. So obviously you don't want it disabled right away, but instead of using a timer and saying, hey, disable the camera after a certain amount of time, all you have to do is put the delay on that. So you're on the camera's looking at this screen for 2 seconds, and then boom, the disabled trigger kicks in. So now this is on used enable hazards, right? So what you want to do is just take this one trigger and go, actually you only need one enable hazard trigger too, so you can actually get rid of all these. Oops, let's just undo that one. Oops. The only time you'd want specific enable hazards to go to each one is if you want to have each one kind of going off at a different time. Then you need to have the enable input have different different delays for each one. Oh god. There we go. Is that all of them? Oh, I removed a box down here, did I? Well, I'll just copy another one here. There we go. What the heck is this? On cause damage? Make visible. Oops. That's a very interesting so these are going off after 3 seconds, and then you don't need these on cause damage things, so yeah, to me it looks like, yeah, you're obviously very inexperienced with logic and you're trying to figure it out being your first map, right? So sometimes you're probably doing something and not understanding why it's not working, and then you're trying all kinds of different strategies to get the thing that you want to go off work, but you're actually, and a lot of times, making it a lot more complicated than it is just. Because you're not quite familiar with the logic. Alright, so what we're going to do here is go enable hazard, or actually I should show you something. That might make it look more interesting for you. Forget it. You can hook this up to a random relay, and then you can have one going to each one, and then it could go explode, 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 and instead of them all going off at the same time. But, you know, that's just too much work than I feel like doing right now, so we'll do it the simple way, the way that you had it going off anyways. Okay, so I think that's all of them, and an easy way to check is go ding. There, checked them all, they're all hooked up. So boom! And there is the input delay of 3 seconds on here. So as soon as you hit the switch, the camera focuses on this screen right away. So we're looking at that background, and you can't even see all the explosions the way you have it, the camera angled. So let's do this. Make it look a bit. There we go. And then, so after, actually you don't want a 3-second delay after this camera is enabled. You just want it to be like probably 1. So you get to the screen and then boom. And then disable the camera after 3 seconds. Maybe. Or maybe we'll make this 1.5. Oops. Obviously we have to make sure the disable camera isn't disabling it before the hazard comes too, right? So, and then after that, you wanted to go to a screen that's not showing the planet in the picture, right? Because you're blowing up the planet. So then what are you doing? You're disabling this. Oops. Oh my god, this is so confusing, the way this is working. Okay, so oh, maybe that's why the camera, I might have messed up the camera angle a little bit, because you might have been factoring in the one behind it too. So it's simple though. All you need to do is on used, the same use trigger, go to the same screen and make invisible, right? Because oh, why is it a sec here? Okay, okay, I see. So you might as well just have this one show on the start, right? And then oops. I don't know why there's all these extra walls around here. It's just making it more confusing for everything, so... Are you using these walls for other camera angles? I don't think so. So... I don't know what the purpose is, unless you had an idea of doing something and then just change what you wanted to do. But right now, what's going to happen if I just remove all these? I see, you're probably just looking for an area of space that didn't have any planet showing in it. Okay. Which this one works right here. So... Again, you don't need to even use a timer. You can just go on use. Let's get another camera here. Enable camera. And then that one disables at 3 seconds, so just enable this one at 3 seconds. So this one's immediately enabled when the other one is disabled. So that, and then you want to see the empty space for what, like 2 seconds or something. So then this one has to be, oops. Let's put it to 5. There we go. So this camera is enabling at as soon as you hit the switch. And then all these triggers are exploding a second and a half after you hit the switch when the camera's looking at that. So it's like boom, 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 boom. And then this camera's disabling actually you don't want so much of a delay, because then it will just look like the explosions go off and then that's sitting there for, yeah. So actually what I want to do is disable it after the 2 seconds and enable the explosions. 1.5. that's fine. And then enable this camera after the 2 seconds. And then disable after 4 seconds. That should work better. Alright. And then so unused, your little cutscene of the planet exploding, playing the music. Okay, I don't need that one. So enable hazard, enable camera, play music, disable camera, enable camera, disable camera. Alright. And then okay, where's the room that you end up at the end here? Is it this one over here? No, that's the start. There. So you want to teleport to here, but you want to make sure it's after your cutscene. So you want to have, instead of using all the timers, just put a 4-second delay on there then. That way you have your camera, your explosions, your other camera showing the blank space going off, and then that all takes place in 4 seconds. And then you teleport. Actually, you can teleport here right away. I guess it doesn't matter that, yeah, okay, it doesn't really matter that it'll still, the cameras will still be enabled, so yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. And then on arrived, show the message. So show this message. On message finished. I like to just kind of make this a bit neater. Show on message finished. Show this message. I might as well just put this down with the other ones. Way it makes it a bit easier identifiable. On message finished, we're showing him. Enabling that. And that. Again, you only need to have an enabling going to one enable trigger that can hit both. Or all of them anyway, so I'll just leave it like that because it won't, it's not like you're really needing to cut back on the memory, I guess. So enable hazard, enable hazard, enable hazard. So you're enabling all these hazards here. And if you want to jazz it up, you can have a slightly different delay to each one of those. So then you're starting your final timer.